Y'all ain't seen Velma.
Oh, you haven't seen it.
I could just look at y'all fucking faces and just y'all ain't seen Velma.
I'm not going
Please
to watch.
Why?
No,
I'm gonna watch it.
No, I don't want to.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's full of shit. It's probably the worst show to ever come out.
Why?
I've seen some quotes out of that show that are wild. Why the fuck? Pause. Let me think. What is the wildest one that I saw so far?
I haven't seen.
I saw some very problematic scenes come out of that show.
It's on
like
HBO Max, right?
Why are y'all talking shit about adults who watch cartoons? First of all, this is a cartoon for adults, and y'all talking shit about adults who watch cartoons. Don't make sense.
Maybe that's just a joke.
Satire?
Yeah.
How's that funny?
You gotta watch the show.
A joke within a joke. I don't.
And then it's like you got, cause now Shaggy is a simp, I believe, correct?
Was he not always a simp?
In laden terms, not necessarily. He more so didn't give a fuck.
I mean, this is the origin story of all of them.
Their origin story?
Yes, because they're not a gang.
So
yet.
how did he stop being black?
How did he?
Well, they made him. That's about to be my next question.
He's mixed.
That's about to be my next question. Did they make them black in the show?
Shaggy would mix with
They're
nothing.
black in Velma, or no?
Wait.
No, just Velma and Shaggy.
Are black?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Freddy's still white.
Oh yeah, I saw the. Okay, yeah.
But he's
Daphne's
like
white too, right?
But they schmoozed
whatever.
up Freddy's character. He's not as airheaded as he used to be. He's more so a hero character now somehow.
No,
I
he's
think
not.
Freddy was always kind of the.
He cut somebody's leg off for Velma on accident.
Gotta watch the show.
And they just didn't think nothing of it.
You gotta
The
watch
show
the show.
seems very interesting.
I've amongst the animation community, I can't.
Please.
I can't.
Okay, well I'm gonna watch it.
I've literally been told not to support that show because shows like that cannot exist.
Why?
Please watch the show.
It's a lot of problematic things in that show.
Like what?
Please watch the show.
It's a long list.
Give one thing from the list.
I'd have to grab my phone. It's not.
Okay.
They're not on this list. And I just listed off one of them.
What? Because they're making fun of niggas adults watching cartoons?
I mean, I listed off a couple of them. They got the fact that niggas are black now for some reason.
Okay.
And they got, cause isn't Freddy, no. I forgot what they said. I didn't study the fucking list, but I saw things that I didn't like. And I wasn't the only one. There's a lot of people. Have you seen the feedback that he has gotten from Twitter?
I don't give a shit. I watched the first 2 episodes. It was amazing.
Have you seen it? So you only seen 2 episodes?
There's only 2
That's
episodes.
only
out.
2
episodes?
Yeah.
Seen some bad things about that show.
It's a great show, man.
They're
What is
gonna
it
make
on?
me read.
Huh?
It's on HBO.
Yeah.
And that's another thing.
You don't trust HBO?
No! They took all them shows down.
You don't trust HBO, my brother?
Did you not? We had a whole conversation
Your
about
face,
the
what
whole
the fuck?
animation.
You sound real
Because
concerned.
HBO literally blacklisted a whole bunch of shows. They literally threw a whole bunch of shows in the trash. And this is like one of the first animated shows that they're coming out with since the new Discovery merger. And
I think I did hear that they did toss a lot of shows. I did
they
hear
threw
that.
a whole lot away. And
they got rid of their whole anime section.
That's what I'm saying.
And now it's called international.
That's what I'm saying.
Stupid,
It's a
bro.
problem.
It's called what?
It's a
It's
problem.
like international cartoons or some shit like that.
Some bullshit.
I don't remember.
It's a problem.
It's weird.
And now, and y'all open up with this shit?
I'm gonna watch it.
Why do you like it?
Huh?
Why do you like it?
I like it because, well, I like gruesome shit, right? And
So it's a gruesome cartoon.
I just told you a man's leg got cut off because they was
Okay,
bullying
and that's
Velma.
cool, but I didn't know how. You can say that.
It was with the
but
paper
there's different,
cutter.
But there's different levels. I didn't know that. There's different levels of gruesomeness.
And I'm telling you now.
So it's real gruesome.
He
or
threw
not.
a paper cutter and he missed and it bounced off the wall and the handle fell off and cut a nigga leg off who was not involved with the altercation at all.
Just like a cartoon cut, like.
no, like
you see the
was
bone,
off.
you see the blood. It's not like anime levels of gruesome, but it's a little more for
it's
what you would expect
comedy
out of
cartoon
Scooby-Doo.
gruesome.
It's more gore than you would expect out of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, well, okay.
But it's also funny. I thought the show was funny.
All right, so it's gruesome and funny.
Yep.
And you should check it out.
That's why I
Yeah.
like it.
I feel like that's good criteria for me.
Facts.
I feel like I need to grab my phone.
That's why I like Invincible.
So we can go over. So we can go.
not
That's
really.
fine. Invincible, because Invincible is an original It's an IP.
Yeah.
It's an original
I get
IP,
that.
so it's like
So
you can
you're
do whatever the fuck
so
you
you're
wanna do.
upset at
Because I
them
was about to
changing
say.
the
I'm not even-
basis of what it used to be.
Not too much. Like, I don't care if you change up the formula a little bit, but it's just like they are doing it in a way where it's not benefiting the original viewers. Like, the show is a more adult, and we are adults now, but it isn't paying homage to the original in any type of way. Like, there's no Scooby.
But maybe that wasn't.
I
there's no
understand
Scooby?
that. No.
I've been wondering that.
Not yet.
We haven't made that far yet.
Not yet, at
Okay,
least.
well.
But, and the show's called Velma, so there's no reason to
I'm not
believe.
gonna cap. That is kind of wild. When I saw his name Velma, I was like, I was a little thrown by that, by it being surrounded on Velma, because she's never been the focal point.
Like, there's interesting changes in it. Like, Velma is a lesbian.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
And Shaggy, and if I'm not,
she kisses Daphne.
and if I'm not mistaken, Shaggy has a crush on her, but she friend
Yes.
zoned him, right?
Yes.
Right.
And Shaggy is sober, but they're playing on the fact that
He's sober.
no, they're playing like the running joke in like the first 2 episodes is him like, I hate drugs, but he's like always doing like marijuana research and shit.
Cracking up.
And it's like it's a lot of pieces that.
But not. Why does everything have to be? Maybe they're not trying to pay homage to.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not
Like,
saying they
look
have
at
to.
it
I'm
like
just-
a original idea.
But it's just like, okay. So why the fuck did you dig Scooby-Doo up and put him on this? Like, just do an original show.
They
I
wanted
guess.
to spin it off.
I
don't know.
understand what they wanted to do, and it was a bad idea.
I don't know.
I don't agree with it.
Even off the criteria of you saying like, because it's gruesome and funny, you should watch it. I mean, nigga, The Boys is not a cartoon, but yeah, funny and gruesome. Gets
Okay,
them every
but
time.
y'all understand. Y'all know who y'all talking to. I like gruesome. I like
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. I already identified his issue with it.
I seen some of the.
What is
I
the
seen
issue?
some.
Can
of
we, can we
the-
restate it then?
There's
Because
multiple
it's not
layers to
with
the issue.
Yeah, it's multiple layers, but like I feel like the basis of it is this not compared, but in the Scooby-Doo universe, this is like what the fuck.
Let me
Right, so
let
that's what you're saying?
me give it a comparison. When they brought Powerpuff Girls back,
Okay.
and they added a 4th sister, and the 4th sister's black,
Mm-hmm.
and now the Powerpuff Girls are twerking for some reason and shit like that. I didn't get that. I wasn't even mad at the fact that they brought a new Powerpuff Girl and it was a 4th one. They had a 4th one before, Bunny. She was purple. She died. I wasn't even mad about it. I cried at that episode. That shit was terrible. That shit was terrible. I was very moved by that episode. But beside the fact, why did y'all dig up Powerpuff Girls so y'all could put them on TV so to make them twerk? Why'd y'all do that?
Yours is more of a
Who is
respect
that
thing.
for? Yes. Like, why'd y'all do that? We've been using the same formula, and even if you want to talk about the formula, Scooby-Doo been the same formula for about 20 goddamn
Longer than
years.
Seriously.
Real long
Since
time.
like the 70s. Didn't it come out like?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I ain't seen not one clip of a motherfucker getting his mask taken off on that show.
Not yet.
Yet.
Why are we taking 3
But there's
episodes?
only 2 episodes though.
Because
I understand it's an origin story.
they're using it as an origin story. Velma is like, she's been into mysteries since a child. She had this fantasy of her mom leaving because of, and I'm basically kind of spoiling it, but she has this fantasy that,
It's 2 episodes. You ain't
yeah,
spoiling
yeah.
much anyway.
But she has this fantasy that her mom left because of her mystery, whatever. But then she had a realization that basically her and her father was abusing the mom, so she left. You know what I mean? So she abandoned them niggas.
What do you mean her and the father was abusing her mom?
They're like mean to her. What do you mean? Like,
Yeah, because
Like, okay, so
my daughter is abusing.
so
me.
at this,
right? I like the daughter part.
So she had this memory, basically remembering her mom, and it was real cute. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I sprayed my mom with a water fountain. Oh, I found this liquor bottle, or whatever the case was, or whatever. And they made it real cute. But then they revisited that when she like realized, like, oh shit, we was pieces of shit to my mom. You know what I mean? Like, she sprayed mom with a water hose and something smack her in the face. Now her eyeball fall out. She could walk in the room. She a little kid walking in the room with a bottle of alcohol, but she drank the alcohol, so she's fucking drunk. She falls, the glass hits the mom. It's a bunch of bullshit.
And you saying this is supposed to be an origin story. This can no way be an origin story.
It's their spin on the origin story.
But I mean, isn't that just up to the director or the writer? Like they just put their own spin
I
on
understand
it.
that.
That's a new spin.
I understand that.
And I like the new spin.
And I respect that. But no.
Verdict is out for me.
Like,
I don't know. I
feel
will
like,
give it a go.
But I feel like they had, backing it up again to HBO, backing it up. We had all this original content on HBO already. And y'all got rid of it to bring back some shit we already know about, but we gonna switch it up. Like, what? We already had this original content.
I guess, but I don't
Like, people lost their jobs. Like, y'all asked me to put my show on this network. And y'all were like, oh no, we don't really like the way it's going, so fuck out of here. We just gonna Velma, nigga. We taking Scooby-Doo. She's black now. Guess what? Shaggy's black now. Shaggy don't even smoke no more for whatever reason.
Not yet.
We cutting niggas' legs off
but
too.
we don't know yet.
And
How many of
hands
y'all?
off.
How many people who was watching Scooby-Doo wanted to see a nigga leg get cut off? You,
Maybe.
hands, no, no,
Maybe.
Like, I feel like what they are doing to Scooby-Doo or Velma was not like, it wasn't anybody's dream.
The only thing that's gonna make me sick is if we get further in the season and there's no Scooby-Doo, then I might have to side with Darius because that'll be wild.
That would be wild.
Like if that nigga don't come in next episode, third, that's wild
But
to me.
At this point, based on what I am hearing about the show, I would be worried about them introducing a Scooby-Doo. Like, what the fuck y'all gonna have this nigga doing?
Oh,
right now
but
the direction of the show is really the direction of the show, knowing that they are somehow, some way going to come together. Just the direction of the show currently.
Who is who? Like the whole gang?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because right
they're
now,
not already.
No, it's an origin story.
Because you just said she was making out with Daphne. We already know.
so
Shaggy's,
her and Daphne
there.
they're there, but they're not like a mystery solving gang.
They're not the yeah.
Fred is in jail.
Yeah, because he cut a nigga leg off.
No, because they think he's a murderer, not because he cut a nigga legs off. You would know this if you watched the show.
Fred.
I'm saying the direction of the show is interesting.
But Fred.
What?
But Fred.
What? He cut a nigga
How
legs
did
off?
he go to jail
Because of Velma.
for murder before he got?
Because Velma was suspect number one for a murder. So her was trying to solve a mystery of who is really doing these murders.
Okay, so that nigga who leg got cut off, who went to jail for that?
Nope.
I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that. It happened at a school, Fred.
And the funny thing is,
It happened at a school.
it gets cut off again.
What?
That nigga's in crutches, something happens, his leg flies. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
But again, that's the comedic factor.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Because Scooby-Doo is a mystery show. Well, I guess, if you don't want it to be a mystery show, you can, I guess, no longer make it a mystery show. But at that point,
the movies were funny, like the live action.
I like the live action Scooby-Doo movies, especially the one with Shaggy Doo.
Yeah, those were
Where he was turned to like a big ass Shaggy Doo, whatever the fuck. Classic. Soundtrack on that shit was a banger. Classic. I ain't mad at that. Classic. This shit, not classic. This is not classic. This is.
What is the music like?
This
like
is
cartoon
Crystal
music?
Light.
The music? I don't even remember the music, honestly.
Crystal Light.
Crystal meth.
Nope.
Well, maybe tune into Velma, guys. Let us know what you think.
Don't support that shit.
I'm gonna watch it.
Tell HBO to call them niggas who they fired, bring them back, and then they could probably do this other Velma shit, whatever the fuck they want to do. But we want the original content. We want want new ideas. We are tired of watching the same.
But why isn't this not
cartoon.
per se? I know they're like pulling from something that's already created, but like, is them not putting the spin on it that's not like original?
Cause it's like it's okay if you want to put a spin on shit, and it like serves somebody. Like it was already an idea that was floated around in the community. Like, oh, we should do this, and then it happens. I don't think nobody ever like Velma is a very relevant character amongst pop culture for reasons.
They even played on Sexy Velma in the
And
show.
I don't even like that because I very much respect
Like
the
she
fact that
dresses
Scooby-Doo.
sexy.
Like on like it. She had like literally like 5 seconds of a rebrand, and then they was like, no. That's when they got his leg cut off.
This show sounds wild. I'm gonna watch
Because
it.
the scene that I saw, they
The
like
way you're
niggas were
explaining it is
bullying.
the way you're
Niggas were.
explaining is a lot.
It is a lot.
A lot's going
What
on.
I seen, niggas were bullying for Velma for whatever reason. What were they bullying her for? Was it because of this makeover?
So she did a makeover, and I think it was Daphne who called it out, and she was like, she's just doing this to cover up the fact that she murdered somebody. And everybody was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then that's when Fred grabbed the shit, threw it to shut everybody up. It bounced off
And
the wall.
cut a nigga leg off?
He didn't mean to do that. It just happened.
Like, why would you even throw, like, people are, you gonna throw a paper cutter, nigga?
Darius is so concerned about this leg getting cut off. Like,
Cause that's literally the last clip I seen from that shit. And I've seen a lot from that, but that was the last one. And I was like, I literally,
Daphne and
how
Velma,
do you justify this
Daphne
scene?
and Velma sell drugs too. Like in
So they sell drugs, but
no,
Shaggy,
they don't sell drugs. They she wanted the cold case file for her mom because her mom is missing or murdered or whatever. So there was a cold case file, and Daphne's moms are both police officers. So she had the yeah. Wanda Sykes is one of her moms. Shout out to Wanda Sykes.
the black lady,
Yep.
yeah.
is Velma's mom?
No.
Daphne's mom?
Yes.
Is Daphne black?
No.
No.
But she got a black mom?
She got 2 moms. They're in a relationship.
First of all, the way you keep explaining this show more and more, I'm just like, this shit is a lot.
It's a lot. That's why it's hard to explain, because like, fuck y'all, I ain't watch it.
Scooby-Doo.
Yep.
What is happening?
I don't know.
What is happening?
I don't know, but I like
What
it.
happened to, I just wanted to trick people to come to my park.
So I can haunt them. So-
If it wasn't for you in that.
The meddling kids.
Yeah, yeah.
They played on that too.
Like, it sounds like they're playing on everything. They're just fucking on
They
everything.
are, and I like it.